We are getting closer to Halloween, which means we are crawling further down that spirally path that leads us into hell. Let's read the 9 Circles of Hell tag. You know, I've never read Dante's Inferno. Is it fun? Silly question, of course. It's hell. It's not exactly a party. Limbo. What book series have you read the first book but have not made the decision to read the rest? I've got 2 sins for this one. We've got Gardens of the Moon by Stephen Erickson and Retribution Falls. Right. Gardens of the Moon by Stephen Erickson and Retribution Falls by Chris Wooding. I have read both of these. They're the first books in the series, but I have not read the second one, even though I really want to read the second one of this, and I really want to read the second one of this. Lust. What book do you own that you cannot wait to get your hands on? Most anticipated. There have been a whole glut of books that have come out recently, so my excitement list is really small because everything's already out. But I would go with The Last King of Osten-Ard by Tad Williams. Although it's probably not going to come out till 2017. The publishing date's been pushed back. Gluttony. What book or series could you read over and over and never get your fill? Okay, moving on. Greed. What book do you need multiple copies of even though you own enough of them? Hardcover, softcover, special edition, UK edition, whatever. Sticking with the Tad Williams theme, I am not... I definitely have multiple copies of this. I even have more in boxes downstairs. Like the Dragonbone Chair, I've got 2 or 3 copies. Even though the paperback of The Green Angel Tower is divided up into 2 parts, I actually technically have 3 copies of it. Probably even more hilarious is that I've only read it once, but want to read it again. Especially before the next book comes out. Wrath. What book did you hate and would never recommend? Heresy. What book or series got really low ratings or that most people despise but you loved? The Gunslinger by Stephen King. A lot of people seem to think that this book is okay compared to other books in the Dark Tower series. But I thought this book was phenomenal. This is what sold me on the whole concept and got me into reading Stephen King. I love this book. I thought it was pretty sweet, even though a lot changes between this book and the second book. The Drawing of the Three. Violence. What dystopian book or series had the most violent society in your opinion? This is a bit of a cheap shot. Stand on Zanzibar. Because it's our world. Because it's the dystopia that came true. Like, seriously, read it. It's creepy how much of it is actually very close to now. But if you don't want to read that, Hunger Games, because killing humans for Battle Royale. Oh, that thing. Violent. Dystopia. Yes, Battle Royale. Changing that answer. Students, put on an island, told to kill each other, or their radio collars will explode and chop off their necks. Holy crap. Fraud. Fraud? Fraud's one of the circles? I know it's a bad thing. I just didn't know that was the thing. I don't know the literature. Fraud. What book did the cover or synopsis not truthfully depict the story? This might be a good thing because it actually tells you so little about the story, but the culture novels by Ian M. Banks just have a very, generic sort of stock photograph image. I think you even say these are from Getty Images and stuff. And they're very, very ambient. They don't really tell you much about what the story is. They just have nice colors and neat stock photography shots. And I think those ones don't quite communicate the story, but they're meant to hide it from you because you're really supposed to go into them not expecting anything because, well, anything could happen. This is fiction after all. Treachery. In which book series did the protagonist start off strong but grow weaker as time went on? Richard Roll, Sword of Truth. I'm not even going to touch that. Started off strong. After book 6 or 7, really started to suck. Yeah, okay, so that wasn't too hellish. If you've read Dante's Inferno, I tag you. Because I'm sure that if you've read ancient literature, you like to do poppy little tags on YouTube. I hope you guys have a spooky reading week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.